So today you're gonna watch a complete noob, this guy, attempt to put together one of these do-it-yourself wallet kits. And this one just so happens to be the do-it-yourself 5-card wallet kit from Popov Leather. Now I own a ton of wallets, but this is the first time that I'm ever attempting to try to make one myself. Now granted, the pieces are already cut and the holes are already there and they give you everything that you need here. It's just assembling the wallet and stitching that I've never done before. So I'll be following the instruction video step by step. And just so you know, I'm not really one to learn by watching a video. I'm more hands-on. I need to get my hands in there and have someone right here in the room with me so I can ask questions. So this is gonna be really interesting. The do-it-yourself instructional video that Popov Leather has up is demonstrated by a guy who does this for a living. He's an expert. So obviously he knows what he's doing. He makes it look real easy. But what about a guy like me who's never attempted to make his own wallet? Well, let's just see how I fare here, because if I can do it, anyone can do it. All right, so this is the kit right here. This is the do-it-yourself leather 5-card wallet kit. I got the English tan color here, and let's separate all these leather pieces. It also comes with a Popov Leather sticker. I've seen that before. A Popov Leather card here explaining how to take care of the wallet once it's made. I'm guessing inside this package is the thread and the needles, and we have some Popov Leather balm, restores and protects. And can you tell I bought this kit at Christmas time? They gave me this really cool Christmas coaster made of leather. That's pretty awesome. And the items that they say I need that aren't included in this kit are some leather glue right here. I have this leather and suede glue, some scissors, and a lighter. So the leather here is full grain Horween leather, English tan color. This is the body of the wallet. Then it comes with 3 pockets and then 2 of these pieces that go on the inside of the pocket, something like that. And I just opened up the package here. It does have the 2 needles here. Looks like some sandpaper, another piece of leather. I'm guessing this is for burnishing after you put the balm on the outside. You can rub it down with that, and 3 lengths of thread. So it looks like the first step is to take this piece and flip it to the back side, and according to the video, we're gonna line these up and then glue on the outside of these holes here, where this piece right here is gonna sit right there on that second hole, and this piece is going to lay over the top or something like this. So like I said, man, this is going to be interesting because this is not how I learn to do things. I learn from hands-on like this, but when I need to know something, come on, glue. I like to have someone here so I can actually ask questions and not just watch a video. Because like I said, every time I watch videos, they always seem to go really fast, and they think that you know what you're doing, which you don't. That's why we're watching the video. So they should go step by step, very slowly. I think I'm doing this right. And they did mention don't put too much here, because you don't want it to come out the sides. And then he just took his finger and then rubbed it along the edge like this. Man. All right, very good. And then do this side here. All right, and next we'll take this piece right here, and he's just putting a little dot of glue right here, right by the hole, like this. All right, and then this side. Smear that in. Boom, 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 boom. Now they actually show this being done 2 ways, where he puts this piece down first, and then the other way, put the actual pocket down first and then slip it in. I'm not really sure what to do, so I'm just gonna go kind of like this. Looks like he, oh man, I'm thinking that this is right. I don't know. Let me see if I'm lining these up right. All right, so it looks like I have that lined up right. This little piece right here is just sticking below that last hole there. And then this piece right here, I'm gonna glue another pocket and then put it on the top of that. Like that. Smear it up. And let's get that piece over the top here. So it looks like this pocket right here goes in that next hole. Just gonna let that fall down. And he says you gotta just start squishing it together and make sure these pockets are all lined up on the bottom here. So let's see if I've done that correctly. I have no clue. So it looks pretty lined up here. Squish these sides together. You can see what I'm talking about right there. The glue's kind of popping through the holes a little bit. Maybe I used too much or I didn't spread these enough, but all right, I'm gonna say that's okay. And I just went ahead and I did the other side exactly the same way I did the first side here. I'm just pressing down these edges here, trying to make sure that these look perfectly lined up. Man. And now let's flip it to the other side, and it looks like now we take this last pocket and we're gonna put it here. But then he shows in order to make this stick with glue, we have to take the sandpaper here, the included sandpaper, and scrape up the outside to make this leather adhere to this nice waxy outer part. Otherwise, it's not gonna really stick. So it looks like that's pretty good. So I'm just gonna start here and then scrape this up a little bit like that. All right. Just gonna do the same thing all the way around the wallet here. It's the outside on the very edges. And where does he stop? I don't want to go beyond that point. Looks like it's right there. Just gonna put a little, shit. No, we're good. We are good. I think that looks pretty good. And now once that's done, it's like we take some glue, same exact deal that we did on the other side here. Line this with glue. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the back side of this pocket. I feel like I'm using too much glue here, so I'm trying to take a lot of it off with my fingers and wipe that glue off. And let's see. No way. No big deal. Not a big deal. Let's just wipe that off. Jeez. All right. Now let's line this up correctly and make sure these edges are nice and uniform, straight, and then press them together like we did on the other side here. I feel like I'm getting glue everywhere. How do you guys do this, you wallet makers out there, without getting glue all over the wallet? So I don't know, guys. I think this is looking pretty darn good. So the next step apparently is getting the thread and the needle ready. And I don't remember if I said 2 lengths of thread and they give you an extra one for 3. They actually give you 3 lengths with an extra one for a total of 4. Not that that's super important. I just wanted to clarify. So this is the first time I'm doing this as well. So it looks like we have to thread this needle.
11 minutes later.
All right, so there we go. I got it through finally. So give it a needle's length of thread and then stab it back through itself. I did that and then pull it through. All right. And then bam. Nice. So this is the part I've been most nervous about and at the same time the most excited about because I've never done this before. And following step by step, he just said the top hole here, just on one of the sides, what does he do? Stick it straight through there and then make sure both sides are equal lengths. So I'm going to continue this stitch all the way down, but I'm going to be referring to this video just to make sure I'm doing this right. So I'm going to speed up the video right here, and I will stop it and show you guys my progress once this side is done. All right, so I got all this stitched up here, and actually, it doesn't look too terrible. I mean, what do you guys think here? My very first time, that looks decent. I did mess up though. I don't know what the heck happened at the very end here. You can see it's all messed up. I don't know if I had the holes lined up here at the very end wrong, but when I got to the end, it looks like I skipped a hole, but looks like I skipped a hole on the outside, but it didn't look like I skipped a hole on the inside, which was weird. So you can see this stitch right here, I had to come backwards one and then poke through again right here. So it looks like I did a back stitch in the wrong place, but I don't know how I messed up. I'm just gonna leave it just like that. I'm gonna snip these. You said snip it about 1/16 of an inch right there. Now I'm just gonna hit this with some flame here. Make sure I don't burn the leather. I know I messed up there at the end, but I think everything else looks pretty darn good. All right, so I just finished up the second side, the one with the extra pocket right here, and I'll give you guys a nice close-up of my stitching here. I seem to have a lot of issues with the end here, so I keep missing a hole on the outside, so looks like I need practice on my back stitching because I ended up right here. And you can see I ended up putting the thread through the back side there instead of on the inside like I did before. So I messed up there, but I burned it. You can barely tell that's what I did, but I don't know why I keep messing up on the ends there. I think it looks like crap right here at the ends, but I don't know. What do you guys think? All right, so now you can see this is starting to come together to look like an actual wallet. Next step is the burnishing. So we said there's a couple ways to do it. You can either start sanding like this, and then the other way is just to put it on the ground like this and just start sanding away and making those edges look very nice. We know what they're supposed to look like at the end, but for me, achieving that look, we'll see. So this is looking pretty good. I'm just going over it with my fingers as they suggest in the video. Try to take care of most of that here. Give you an idea of what I'm doing here. So the next step is taking some of this balm and rubbing the edges with your fingers. And they said use this. You know, put a lot of this on here, and that's making it look a lot better already. So I'm just going to put a ton of this balm here on the edges. Focus here. My camera kind of sucks. There we go. See if I can give you a close-up of this side here. There we go. And the last step here is to use this little leather buffing square after you've used the balm and just go over it. Little finishing touches here. Just polish the heck out of this thing. I tell you, if it wasn't for that one, actually two hiccups that I had stitching here, this wouldn't be a half bad wallet. I definitely need practice doing that saddle stitch, and especially the back stitch. I'm not really 100% confident on my stitching abilities. Obviously, this was my very first time, but all right. Let me give you a look at this. Come on, focus. I think it's trying to focus on my mat. It's a very stupid camera. There we go. So you can see my edge here. After using that buffing square, some of the balm here. Not the greatest burnishing and polishing job in the world, but I can keep going, absolutely, but then this video would be an hour long. So I just went over it again with that little buffing square. I think this is looking pretty darn good. So all right, so let's do a card test. 5-card wallet here, so start with the outside. Oh yeah, yeah, perfect. One more here on the outside. There is our 5 cards. Quick access card pocket on the outside. This is pretty sweet. In fact, I think I'm gonna keep this just like this. Mistakes and all. The very first time ever making a wallet, even though I didn't cut these pieces of leather or make the holes or design this, I still assembled it. Very first time doing it, and overall, I don't think I did a terrible job. Obviously, if I bought this, I'd be really pissed off because some of this stitching is atrocious here. But some of the parts, like right here, I think look pretty good. It's just the ends and the very ends here where I did a really terrible back stitch and looks like I skipped over a couple of the holes because I just didn't see it. But I learned a lot here, especially saddle stitching my own wallet. It just makes me appreciate some of you guys out there even more. Oh, geez, look at this piece right here. That's terrible. What was I thinking? All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of my assembly for the do-it-yourself kit, 5-card wallet kit from Popov Leather? I almost forgot I didn't do a smell test. Horween leather. Smells fantastic. Now, if you want to try out your wallet making skills with this do-it-yourself kit, I will have links below in my description box. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe. And go!